What's going on, everybody? This is Dante here with a
The
review
close
of
doesn't want
Rise
Jonah.
of the Tomb Raider.
I can
First, let
feel
me
it.
put this out right here,
Just
right
his
now.
last stretch to the
It's your
top.
typical Hollywood story, in my opinion.
Right.
There's
Let's
an
see what's up there.
artifact, there's a villain out to get it, and you're out to get it too. Pretty much the main of the story. But besides that, it's a pretty good game overall because it's just, if you're ever a fan of the Tomb Raider story and the Tomb Raider franchise, you can really enjoy a platform adventure game that's really going to have its moments where you just enjoy a great game. One thing you will notice about this game is the fact that the level design is just amazing how this game looks. I was really surprised. I thought I was watching like a cinematic part of the game. Next thing you know, it was actual the physical game, which is amazing because one things I noticed about this game is like it's kind of more realistic compared to the rest of the games. You know, the rest of the games were, depending on what platform it was, you really didn't have a great looking game. But now this time around, it's like you're playing a big action movie. You know, that's one thing I love about some of these games that's coming out now. They're more like big Hollywood titles. You can't go wrong with the fact that some of them have these big scale action sequences, and you know the storyline just it ain't the best, but you know it's like a typical Hollywood action movie. You know, you got your bad guy, you got your good guy that's trying to stop him, and whoever gets to the artifact or the merchandise first pretty much saves the whole day. Tomb Raider has always been known for its platforming and also the puzzle solving when it comes to this game, and this doesn't disappoint either. This has many puzzles and many platforming sequences in the game that you're really going to enjoy, that you really come to get used to when it comes to playing Tomb Raider. And that's one of the things I love about this type of game. I just kind of love puzzles, the level design, the whole platforming aspect of the game. It has even action sequences where you got to use some guns and you got to take guys out with stealth kills and things like that. And I really enjoy that part of the game. It's a really big turn because before she didn't even have to do all these things. When it comes to using the action sequence, when she comes to using her guns, it's kind of a little quirky in my opinion because sometimes when you go to duck and be kind of cover, she don't just stick to the wall or stick to anything that you're trying to take cover in. She just kind of leans behind it and just leans to the side to shoot. And it kind of doesn't work that well from time to time when it comes to certain action sequences in the game. It's something you have to get used to with this game, so don't expect to be hitting cover and next thing you know she's on there and you can just lean out and she won't run away from it when you're trying to avoid a grenade or a gunshot. It's hard to get used to at first, but once you get used to it, actually you get used to it, and it's not actually bad from time to time, especially when she got to run from a grenade or somebody coming up from behind. She could just dip off real quick. You have to press a button to do it. Tomb Raider has always been great at exploring the world of hunting for treasure, and some scenes in this game I just love. It just makes me want to go out there and just want to go hunt for treasure because it's just the way the level designs are and the way the adventure goes throughout this game. It's really amazing, and it makes you wonder if really treasure is out there and things out there like that that can make you just explore the world like that. And this game really explores the whole aspect of getting treasures and finding this artifact that can just change the world, and it makes you really appreciate great storytelling. And if you look at this action sequence within the game, this is the beginning of the game. You start off, this is what you jump into. You jump right into some hardcore action, a snowfall, an avalanche, and you got to get yourself out of there before everything goes downhill for you. And this is just the beginning of the game. I'm telling you, within the first 10 minutes of the game, you're really going to come across some great action sequences, and the storyline just goes straight into it. You meet the villain, you meet the story, everything just goes right into place within the first 10 minutes of the game. Tomb Raider has always been a survival game for Lara Croft. She's always had to find ways to survive, get through the situation, find ways to get some sleep, find ways to keep warm, and all that type of stuff when it comes to these type of games. And it hasn't changed this time around either because this time she has to get through the winter snow of this avalanche and this mountain that she's in. And I gotta tell you, I would hate to be in a situation like that. I would hate to be in a situation where I gotta find a way to survive in the freezing cold weather with limited resources and stuff to use to keep warm. She's dealing with henchmen that's trying to kill her, and she's also dealing with animals trying to kill her, like wolves and bears. Later on in this review, you're gonna see that she has to fight a bear. She has to actually run from this bear, use her equipment that she has on her to distract the bear to get it away from her. So dealing with a bear, I think I deal with henchmen that's trying to shoot you. So you got to come up with things that you could just make out of the blue. Like she makes a bow and arrow, of course, like she did from the previous game, in which comes that's one of my favorite weapons within the game. Your bow and arrow can get you quick, silent kills, and don't nobody can see you where they're coming from. In the previous game, they had these campsites where you could save the games, upgrade your weapons, and it's present this time around. You have to find ways to make camps, make fires, so you can kind of survive within this cold element. And later on in the game, you also have to find ways to, in caves and deal with kind of snakes and creatures and big old monsters that just try to kill you. So you gotta find campsites to kill them to take over, so you can make it your campsite.
Wasn't so familiar. Like looking an old enemy in the eye. It wants to take me down.
Laura has these little recorded journals that she's have so she can make notes of what she's have taken on within these adventures that she's going through. So it's kind of like a personal recording journal that she uses throughout the course of the game, so she can just make notes of what she's going through and how some stuff she's come across. In some parts of the game, there's aspects where if the snow is too deep, you have to kind of jump over it, because if you walk through it, it slows you down when you're running from like the bear or a wolf or anything like that. So gotta be mindful when you're playing certain parts of this game where you gotta see how much snow is actually there, how much water is actually there, so it'll slow you down if you try to evade like some henchmen that's trying to shoot you or chase you down, or a bear that's chasing you down, like as you see right here in this part of the game. It's just, you just got to be mindful of everything in your surroundings within this game. In Tomb Raider, you have to create things to your advantage, like explosive arrows, stun arrows. So you have to come across these things and pick up these salvage parts where you could just make things so you can use to your advantage. You have explosive darts, poisonous darts, and you also have like a little weapons crates in certain parts of the game where this guy will have certain weapons that are available unless you have a certain amount of money that you can use to purchase them. You ever watch an action movie and there's this one scene you wonder how he survived this part? You're looking at this part right now. She drives this van, this Jeep, my mistake, and crashes it, flips it and everything, and comes out with literally without a scratch. Typical Hollywood story, right? During these little voice recordings that your father and the enemies leave behind, you find out more information about this artifact and how much it can just change the world and it can just destroy the world in the whole. But during the course of the game, Lara Croft has come across and realized she has to destroy the artifact, like any typical Hollywood story, like I said. But one of the main things I love about this game, I don't even know in this part right here if this is even real or if this is just something they created within the studio. This is one of the most amazing shots I've ever seen in the game. It makes you really want to go to these towns, these countries, or whatever this is, if this is even real, and just explore it for yourself and just go out there and just see some of these great landscapes that they use for this game. Overall, I really enjoyed Rise of the Tomb Raider. I had fun solving all the puzzles, little action sequences with the guns and dipping off with bow and arrows and all the grenades flying at me. I had a great time playing this game. Really hope you enjoy this review and hope you're persuaded in getting this game for the Xbox One. Can't go wrong. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below. Also subscribe if you want to see more video game reviews, tech reviews, and little fitness videos from time to time. You come to the right place. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Enjoy this video.